All right, guys. So we're going to jump into a reaction video here. We came across this video. We were very shocked, to say the least. So right before we get into it, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the notification button, and let's see what this reaction video is all about.
All right, let's play it.
Would you date a guy that makes $75K a year?
That's so cute. No. With inflation in this economy, I absolutely could not. I don't think that he could afford our groceries. And I'm buying organic, and obviously I'm buying all like grass-fed, grass-finished beef, no seed oils. So no, he couldn't afford that at Whole Foods. No.
No Whole Foods for this guy.
No Whole Foods. We're back at like Publix, like the sale section.
Like Walmart groceries.
Walmart groceries, yeah.
Oh God. So I've seen this video circulate around over the past like few months. So there's a good chance you might have already seen this video. But when I saw this, I was like, we have to do a reaction video to this. So
I've seen it too, but this is a refresher for me, and now I'm like, wow. I'm not shocked. But
the first thing I wanted to say about this video is like, I like how, she asked her, like, would you date a guy that makes $75K a year? And she like, she's like, oh, that's so cute with inflation and everything. I like how she uses inflation as if that has anything to do with it. So for those of you who don't know, this video was filmed in Brickell, Miami. Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. Brickell is probably one of the most expensive, like high-end cities. It's one of the hottest cities right now in the entire US. It's like where all the influencers are going, the finance bros, OnlyFans girls. You realistically, to even live there, you probably need to make something north of 100K bare minimum. I would say like 120K bare minimum to live there. So
I would even go higher on that if you want to be really comfortable.
Oh
say
yeah,
150 and up.
Oh yeah, I mean there's celebrities that live there. It's a very expensive place. We've been there multiple times. There are cheaper places you could stay if you would just want to stay for a quick vacation, but to actually live there, it's very expensive. So I just thought it was funny that she said inflation, because that has absolutely nothing to do with it. If you were so worried about inflation, you wouldn't be in probably anywhere near Brickell. So
I just think it's a horrible reaction to the question. I mean, very snarky attitude, to say the least. Very self-entitled and narcissistic. And anyone with 75K wouldn't even want to look her way. Somebody who's making 50K would probably not even want to look her way. You know what I'm saying? So if you go higher than 75K, I mean, you're talking about 100K, what we were talking about before, 110K, 120K, 150K or plus, is not going to look into the direction of that woman. That woman, number one, is not attractive, at least to me, and I would say to general men out there, I wouldn't see her as an attractive person to be able to put your energy, time, and money towards, your resources towards. So for her to come out with that sort of comment is kind of delusional, really delusional, and really like she doesn't know what she's talking about whatsoever.
And you know what? If you take a close look at her, I mean, let's be real. Like, if I had to guess her age, I would say she's probably in her late 30s, early 40s, somewhere around there. She's on like the flat-chested side. There's nothing special about how she looks. I would say the girl that interviewed her is hot. She's young, hot. Like, she looks way better than the girl that was making those stupid comments. But that just goes to show you the reality these days. They laugh at 75K a year. She literally laughed when she heard 75K a year. So, it makes you question, like, how much does a woman like that expect you to make? It's probably, if she didn't ask her, but she probably would have, if you asked her, like, how much would you expect your boyfriend to make, she would have probably said something 200K north of that.
You can see right offhand that she has these high expectations, these high standards. I mean, if this lady comes across our video, I would say you want to lower your standards, miss, because the direction that you're going is where there's going to be no guy around available to you. So, I would definitely lower your standards. I would definitely set realistic expectations, and maybe you'll get something. But there's so many beautiful women out there that guys are going to look in that direction towards more beautiful women, more attractive women than her. She's not attractive, as you said. To me, at least, she's not attractive. To someone out there, maybe, but again, the way she is with regards to her, not just her looks, but I could tell by her personality, her attitude. It's not there, and it's not someone that I would really gravitate towards as far as dating is concerned.
Women like that, I mean, especially a place like Miami, they're just going to bounce around. They're just there for the lifestyle. She's probably, she probably expects to be treated, in a certain way and taken out to restaurants and bars and yachts and stuff like that. The problem she's going to run into is that, she's at an age where, like, I don't know her actual age. I'm going to guess late 30s, early 40s.
Seems accurate, though.
She's at the end of the scale, man.
Gotcha, bitch.
So she could say whatever she wants about, $75K a year. But like you said earlier in the beginning of this clip, like, realistically, are guys that make $200K plus going to take her seriously and date her? Absolutely not.
Just in general, according to Forbes, the average annual salary across the U.S. is a little north of $59,000. And according to DemandSage.com, the average annual medium income for men in 2023 is a little north of $61,681. So when you have someone as this lady asking about, being asked about 75K, if that's enough for her, and her saying no in, sort of a distasteful fashion, that goes to show you that if a woman of that quote unquote unattractiveness is expecting more than that, imagine the most beautiful women out there, or even just the more attractive women out there, how much more they're going to be expecting.
And it kind of brings up a good point that your location, like where you go to actually look for women and to meet women, is going to have an effect on your results. Because for anybody that's watching that's never been, I'll tell you straight up, if you go to Brickell and you try to talk to girls over there, this is exactly what they're expecting. 200K plus. They're used to exotic cars, high-end restaurants that you need like a 2-week, in advance reservation for. That's what they're used to. So if you go to a place like that, Brickell, Miami in general has a lot of hot women, but like every time we go there, we know that there's specific spots to go to. Like Wynwood is great. If you ever go to Miami, go to Wynwood, because if you go to Brickell, you're going to have these high-end gold digger types that are going to laugh at 75K.
Yeah, even in Wynwood, even in Edgewater, even in Midtown, those are some areas around Brickell. Even Miami Beach, believe it or not, South Beach, which, it's used to go there towards the beginning of when we used to go to Miami. Now, not as much, but even there, you're going to have women with high expectations.
100%.
More of a touristy area, more tourists going towards Miami Beach. When you're talking about Brickell and Wynwood, Midtown, Edgewater, Little Havana, those areas, you're talking about more of locals. And, the women out there have high expectations. A lot of beautiful women there and a lot of high expectations, but she doesn't even cut the cake for, the caliber of women that are more, I would say, more on the beauty scale, like on the higher beautiful.
And that's that modern,
if I said that right,
modern women delusion that we talk about all the time. She's not at all considering those features. The fact that she's a little bit older, the fact that she was like a little bit flat chested, like you're on the end of the scale. It's almost game over for you. Like I think she looks just good enough where she may be able to swing it for another few years. But let's be real, 45. What is she gonna? She's gonna date till she's 50 years old. So women like that, they tend to like go to places like Miami for the attention, for the lifestyle. But she's at the end of the rope at this point. So
on a scale of 1 to 10, with regards to beauty, again, because that's the first thing that guys see, she's barely hitting a 1.5. I would say a 1. Right there. Age, not attractive at all in my opinion, and then she just killed it with making it even worse with her personality and her attitude. Just overall, not, and her age, of course, seems like she's older. Just no good. And then you compare that to the 7s, 8s, and 9s in Miami. Again, on the more, she's least attractive compared to those women, obviously. So
I was reading through the comments of that video because I knew there was going to be some like golden comments, and like the top comment was like, guys that make that much wouldn't want her anyway, and that's just the truth. You know, that's the game these women are playing. Like, oh yeah, I want 150K, I want 200K, 6 foot tall, successful. Yeah, those guys exist in Miami. Those guys definitely exist, but we've been to Miami. There's so much hotter, younger women there. She would be the last pick. She'll be on the bench, and
those type of guys that are making, you know, even 75K, but 75K, let's say 80, 90, 100, 120, 150, 200K plus 500K, who knows? Millionaires, they're not going to look in that direction whatsoever.
No way.
They're not going to look her way. They're going to look in the way of the 21, 22, 23, 24, 25-year-olds, more of ladies that are within their prime. That's what guys, not just in their 20s, but also in their 30s and, you know, even 40s are going to look towards. So I would,
just goes to show you that video is just a perfect example of modern women and how they think.
I would switch up your expectations and, you know, start looking to invest into, you know, organic dog and cat food, if anything. Because that's the organic food that you're going to be getting when you're alone. So
yeah, so I think we'll wrap up the video. I hope you guys liked it. We'll definitely be doing more reaction videos. I actually enjoy these. They're a lot of fun.
Yep, we're going to keep these going. Subscribe to the channel, guys. We appreciate your support.